So again, welcome to the new webinar. Today webinar we have already, as you may know, we have already presented this month's SAP Business One 10.0. We did a webinar for that. Hope you like it. And today we will talk, the webinar will be tackling B1 product and mainly B1 Usability Package and the productivity package as well from print and delivery, B1 payment, and we will talk briefly about each product. As a B1, as you may know as well, in all our contracts, we are already doing putting our B1 as a strategic partner for us, and we are putting their product in our contract because we know that this product is a plus for all our customers, where it will help them as well to build their own customization, to have more flexibility on top of SAP Business One flexibility. And today we will present, we have already with us Joris Van Oggeval, which is from B1, and he's a VP Global Channel Sales and the General Manager of Belgium as well. And we have as well Ben, who will be presenting the product from B1 side. Okay, B1 and Procons are already in a partnership from 2012. Okay, and we are as a partner, we are a gold partner. Okay, and I will leave it right now more for Joris, okay, to talk about it. So I'll mute myself, and Joris, it's for you now. Joris, you have to unmute yourself first. I know that you are talking, and I will give you
okay
as well.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's better, much better.
Okay, I just want to share my screen. Can you give me
yeah, already
the rights?
Yeah, I give you presenter. Now you can share it.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so welcome to everybody. My name is Joris Van Oggeval, as already introduced by Tony. I am VP Global Sales for B1, and with me I have my colleague Ben Janssens, who will do the demo of the usability package. Okay, so what do we have on the agenda for today? First of all, I would like to give you a very short introduction on B1, the company, who we are, what are the products that we develop. I will give you a very fast introduction on the B1 usability package. We call it B1 Up, print and delivery, and MailChimp, and then we will spend most of the time on the demo of the solution. It speaks for itself, it's quite powerful, and we also have some time for a couple of questions and answers after that. So B1 is an international company, headquarters based in Denmark, in Aarhus. We have 6 offices, so we are really a global company serving all our customers in different time zones. And we are #1 as a software solution partner for SAP Business One. You know that you have VARs like Procons who are selling, implementing, supporting SAP Business One in different countries, and you have SSP partners, so companies that are developing add-on solutions that are certified for the Business One platform. And B1 is, out of the 350 SSPs, we are by far the biggest. What are the solutions that we have? A very short overview. We have 2 vertical solutions. The The first one is BIOS manufacturing. So it's a solution for companies with that need advanced manufacturing functionalities on top of SAP Business One. And we also have an advanced warehouse management solution that allows you to optimize, to automate all logistic flows of goods within your company. Then we also have some horizontal solutions. The first one, that's also the topic of today, is the B1 Usability Package, and it has two sub-modules. The first one is print and delivery, and the second one is MailChimp. Besides B1 Up, we have CRM for Outlook. It's a solution that brings Business One into your Outlook application and allows you to manage your customer relationships automatically integrated with Business One. We have B1I payment. It's a connection with payment engines between Business One and those payment engines. And the last one is Product Scan. And Product Scan is a low-level, easy entry scanning solution that's connecting to standard Business One. Why do our customers choose for the usability package? First of all, it's a solution that has won multiple awards the last 14 years. So the initial start was 14 years ago. So today it's really a mature, rich functionality solution. Yeah, that has been installed by over 8,300 customers, and today on a daily basis we have more than 190,000 users of our usability package. We are working together with reseller partners like Procons for the Middle East. Procons is a really good partner for us, has a good product knowledge, and Boeing is working together with those partners to implement the solution. So what is the usability package? It's a solution that allows you to customize and to automate Business One to give the user a very nice, gentle, easy to use experience of Business One. And it allows you to automate a lot of processes within SAP Business One so that you really can focus on processes that bring added value. By automating a lot of processes, you can really improve the customer service, the service after sales. So there are many reasons why our customers are choosing for the usability package. What is it? What are the benefits of the usability package? First of all, it enhances the user experience. Yeah? You can really create your own screens. You can also modify the system navigation. So you can add custom buttons, you can add right-click menus where you can really go directly to other information that you need. And you can also create custom messages that you send to your employees if they need some help, if you need some advice, if you want to direct them in a certain direction. So really enhancing the user experience. B1 Up is also ensuring the data quality. So how do we do that? Well, we can validate the data entry of data that's important. We can also have templates to enter data so that it can go quickly and that we can check on eventual errors. And also we have the possibility to implement mass updates of documents and master data records. So sometimes you need to update one field for all your master data, your business partners as an example. If you have to go into business one by one, it takes a huge amount of time. With B1 Up, you can do that by a mass update. So ensuring data quality in a very flexible and automated way. Business One allows you to optimize your work, so we can link to sites where we can download exchange rates. We can also use the usability functionality in our other vertical solutions like BEAS. So we also can automate processes by creating macros to eliminate manual tasks that can be on a per ad hoc basis, that can be by a scheduled task. So really automating tasks, processes that you have to do otherwise manually. And you can also collaborate better and more with your employees. Last but not least, usability package allows you to make better decisions. Ben will show later on during the demo the dashboards. It's really very powerful tool to create your own dashboards where you can look at KPIs and make decisions based on that information. You can also create your own charts, pop-up dashboards, and you can also create custom reports based on HANA or SQL. So really data transforming into information to make better decisions. The sub-module, an additional module of B1 Up, is the print and delivery module, and that allows you to automate the entire communication flow. Yeah? And the purpose of print and delivery is to maximize the productivity of your employees by taking out manual tasks, sending emails, etc. So this is a kind of a structural view on it. You can have triggers that can go off by user event, by batch run, or by a scheduled run, and that will induce an action, and that action can be sent out in email with a report. It can create a view, it can print out some documents, you can send messages to colleagues, to partners, to suppliers, and that's what really print and delivery is. So you can communicate effectively with partners, suppliers, employees. It's integrated with your email, so you can really define your own layout. You can adapt it to your standards, and you can also automate the communication flow. Yeah? You can really step by step define what has to be done, and you can automate that completely. And it is a competitive advantage for your business. What we see is that our customers using B1 Up with print and delivery, they are setting up process flows where communication with suppliers, communication with customers is done in such a professional way, yeah, based on language, based on the product, based on the information that they are requiring, based on whatever requirement that you have. You can really adapt your Business One environment to be a more competitive supplier. And last submodule of B1 Up is MailChimp, and MailChimp allows you to integrate the MailChimp application with SAP Business One. It's a standard solution and it has more than 7 million users and up to 2,000 receipts on your mailing list. It's free, so it's a quite powerful solution. Okay, it's synchronized between MailChimp and Business One. And before we go into the demo, I would say, okay, what can be the next steps? You can try out our software. You can get a 20-day trial license for free. So therefore you have to contact Procons. You can find a lot more videos explaining the detailed functionality of our solution on our YouTube channel. And also together with Procons, we have a time-limited commercial action where Tony will definitely tell you more about later on. Okay, so now I would like to give the word to Ben for the demo.
Thank you, Joris, for this nice presentation. And I will give it now to Ben to go directly to the demo. So,
okay, thank you very much. Hi, everybody.
Just let me make
really.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you are. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Can you see my screen,
yeah.
everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Well, I'm thrilled to give you this demo because I'm really a fan of the B1 Usability Package and the print and delivery. And the reason is that it has so much functionalities. Even for myself, each day I find out new ways of making my own system better because I use it every day. I'm account manager. I have to follow up my customers. I have to follow up my leads. And this tool also helps me doing my job every day. And I will show you how it works. As you see directly on my first screen when I have opened SAP Business One, you see that B1 Usability Package, it's there. I have some common functions and I have my B1 Power User menu, which is already open. So it is already part of my own dashboard that I'm using, and it gives me a lot of functionalities. So if we look to the B1 Usability Package, we look into the enhance the user experience, and let me talk a little bit about that. So first of all, I come to my main screen here and I see common functions. What is it? Well, actually, we know that we can activate our menu on the left and we can activate it on the top. But every day we, depending on what you are working in finance or sales or whatever, you use on a regular basis the same things again. Here I've indicated already that I can activate my business partner from here in a fast way. I can activate my item master data, or I can activate a sales order or activity. Just to show you how easy it is to change it yourself is just by clicking here, add a shortcut. I have the menu. I have only to select what I need. So in this case, I will go and add a sales quotation. I just click OK, and I can choose what icon that I need. And it doesn't matter what it is, but okay, let's take this one up. And the functionality is added to my common function. It's as easy as that. It's very fast, and it's user experience. So this is something we can do personally. For each user, it can be different. Second of all, if I go into my business partner master data and I open my screen, maybe you don't see it straight away, but my cursor is automatically put on the name and not on the code. Standard SAP Business One is always on the code, but in most cases we look up on the name. This is already a functionality that can be added through the toolbox. So let me close it again. And the toolbox is actually here in my menu, a power menu. I see my toolbox. These are a lot of features that we just need to activate. And once they are activated, it works immediately. So if we look to business partner, you see that we have a lot of options. And here I have the option start in the name field, meaning that my cursor will always start in the name field. Makes me a lot easier. I have a use email button. I have use valid federal tax ID. I have use address copy system. So here I can define which things I want to activate straight away. And I can do this on items, on documents, banking, financial, human resources. And I can even define this on user-defined windows. So let's take a look on our business partner. So this toolbox, what does it then actually? I open my customer, I select the customer, and what do we see? First of all, we see here that this customer is a Belgian customer, because if I look to other customers, I will see this one is from Argentina. And it depends on, of course, here, the country. This is Brazil, and Argentina was also here somewhere. Here it is. So it gives me direct an overview of this, what type of customer it is. Second of all, we have added some very small functionalities, like here email, which give me the possibility to automatically activate my email and send an email to this customer. These are small things, but it's handy. The same for a website. I can go directly to the website from here, and it will open the website straight away. What did we add also is here in the attachments, we see that I have 3 attachments. So we added the number here. So meaning with this toolbox, we add some direct functionalities to the system. What can we also do is we can add buttons to every screen in SAP Business One. And it's important. I will show you that this is now on the business partner master data, but it also can be done on item master data. It also can be done on order screen, quotation screen, whatever. And let's take a look what we have here. You see, I can activate a quotation. And if I click on this, automatically I have the sales quotation for this customer. I'm going to close it again because I have a second button, quotation 2. And this is a little bit different. I'm going to the next step already, because here I open my sales quotation, but automatically I have copied the customer reference into it, and the customer reference is here on my main screen. So I have the ability to open a quotation and copy information from my business master data screen. How it is done? Well, it is very simple. It's something that you can do yourself. You right click and you say edit function buttons on this window. And here we can say, for example, I can add a button, and I will say, okay, I want to add an invoice, or create an invoice. And here I need to select the possibility. So let's go to invoice and update. I click OK. I will close my screen. I will reopen my screen. Look at my customers. And here you see that already a button is added, and it will create now an invoice for this customer. It's as easy as that. What other possibilities do we have? Well, behind these buttons, we can activate SQL reports, meaning we can activate things like this, which is a very simple overview of all my customer codes with the name, and we can decide ourselves which information that we need to put in this list. We can even search on the lines, and we can even search on all the fields which are in this list. We have the ability to activate external things. For example, I can call, and in this case, I link this to my Skype for business, but it can also be my internal telephone system. I can activate videos which are on the internet. In this case, it's our small movie about the usability package. Or I can send a message. Now, you will say, okay, what can we do with this? Well, it's just to show you that behind the button, we can send a message. But of course, in later phase, you will see that we can trigger these messages when we are doing other stuff. When we are doing validations, we can say, hey, this field needs to be filled in, or you need to do this and this. Another button, internal message. I click on it. It's doing something, but in a few minutes we will see what exactly that this is doing. I can launch dashboards from here. So if I click here, I can have a sales overview from last month for the entire company. But it also can be that it is specific for this customer, that I create an overview and what did this customer sold, and during the periods, what items did he bought from us. So you see that with these buttons, we have a lot of functionalities that can be added in a very fast way. And that's also part of the user experience. What we also have added is that we have a search functionality into the system. In here, we can start searching for menu items, or like say here you see business customer goods, and you can activate it from there. So a lot of functionalities which are added in a direct way. Now, another thing we have to talk about is to ensure data quality. And how we do that? Well, again, I go to my business partner master data. I look up my customer. And maybe you have seen it, but this field is in yellow. And it means that for me, it is an important field. You see that it's in capital letters. And why? Because I did a validation on the screen. And I said, each time when I enter something in this field, I create a new business partner, I want that the system automatically puts it in capital letters. So I have the ability to create a validation. In this case, I will edit my validation configuration. And here I see I made an uppercase, and I don't want to go in detail here, but it's very simple. I just said I need to have an uppercase of this particular field, and it will be done then also in that way. Another thing is that maybe you will say when you create a business partner that this field has to be filled in. In that case, you can right click on that field and say, I have to make this field mandatory. Voila. He says already it's already mandatory, of course, because I did it in front. So let me check edit mandatory fields configuration. And here I said, okay, the name has to be mandatory. I indicated it also with colors. So now each time I need to fill in the screen, I cannot forget it. And it's very useful because sometimes people forget to ask telephone number, or they forget to fill in the email address. So now we can go and right click on the field and say it has to be mandatory from now. It's so simple that you don't need to go to your partner and say, hey, how can we do this? Can you provide us with it? Yeah, you can ask your partner, but right click and you see how easy it is. Add it as a mandatory field. Make this field mandatory, and from now on, it needs to be filled in an automatic way. What can we also do on this screen? Well, you see here that I have used a certain field which was already there, and I changed the name of it in reference, and I have a help functionality. In many cases, people don't know exactly what do I need to fill in. Maybe they forgot. Now, I have created a help functionality on this screen saying, please fill in the reference so it can be copied to the quotation or order. So on each field, we can add a help functionality to it. So again, it is improving the user experience from our customers. And message alert, the internal message that I sent, and in this case it's a little bit stupid because I send it to myself, but here I say keep up the good work, keep on going, and I will do that. So I've activated an internal message, meaning that usability packages have the power to inform people that certain things have been done. And now this is by clicking a button, but it also can be that maybe I send out a mail and then I need to inform somebody, or that I have adapted a certain screen with some information. So I can send a message to my colleagues to say, okay, this is this change I have been done in the system. Another functionality which we have added also to the business partner master data is here the letter merge, where we have the ability to copy the information which is on the business partner master to a Word document, meaning that automatically this data can be filled in the Word document. There's also a nice feature. It is not set up on my database here, but it's very easy to set up. Okay, this is a little bit about our business partner master data, but it's the same, for example, the sales order. If we have a sales order, we go to our sales order. Here again, you can see that we can add these buttons and that we see that it's a Belgian customer over here. Okay, now I want to talk to you a little bit about the dashboards, because it's a very powerful tool that we can use into the system. And okay, we have seen here the common functions, and we have here a power user menu with all options from our B1 app, but we can do more. For example, here I have my open documents, and this is a standard SAP Business One tool, which you already know, where we have an overview of opportunities, of activities, but we can show it directly into our dashboard. We have prepared standard dashboards already for sales, purchase, finance, service, and productions. And here you see this overview of sales of last month, customer group by sales, how are our salespeople doing, how much did they sold, etc., etc. The same for purchasing. I don't have that much information into my database from it, but again, it's a very powerful tool. And maybe now you are thinking, yeah, but not all people have to see it. Well, don't worry, because in usability package, we can define which user can see which dashboard or which field or which button. Because we saw on the item master, on the business partner master data, all these buttons. Well, we can say for each button that only one user can see this button and activate this button. It's the same for the dashboards. Here we have prepared already a financial overview with KPIs, and again the comment function and the open list here. The same for service. This can be done, service calls. Same for productions. What work in progress is already planned and what is already released. And also for opportunities. So for all the menus, we can create different type of dashboards with all the information in it. And look here, I have a data range here in the bottom, and even I can play with that because maybe I have too much information, and I can lower it down, and automatically you see that this information is also changed. Usability package, I think every year, every month we have changes in it, we have upgrades on it, and we add new functionalities. And the last 2 months we've added 2 very nice new features into the dashboards, and one of them is the calendar. meaning that with this calendar we can, of course, we have the standard calendar of SAP Business One, which we all know, where we can create an activity in it. But now it goes further than that, because here you see my sales overview, meaning these are all the orders that I am working on, and I have the ability to click direct on this order, open it, and do some modifications. But again, I could go here and change it to look into my purchase overview. And here I see that there is a command here up, and I see the purchase order also here immediately. And the advantage of this new calendar function is that we can drag and drop from day to day, meaning that automatically the purchase order now, the date is changed on this purchase order. Here you see that the date automatically is changed to the 8th. It's a very powerful tool where you even can create your own calendar with your own information into it. So very, very powerful. Another feature that we added is flows, meaning flows for the ones who are using the HANA version. They will probably recognize this. These are the standard flows, purchasing flow and the sales process flow. And after each icon, you will find a lot of activities that can be opened. But we went a little bit farther than that. Yes, we have these flows, but these flows can now, in the latest version, can also be adapted, meaning that we can delete some of the items that we are not using and create our personal flow into the system. And it makes it again a very, very powerful tool again. Now, what I've indicated here is a lot of dashboards which are automatically in the system. But in the dashboards, you can create your own tools. And it's very important on a daily basis that you are triggered yourself for the things you are doing. So I've prepared here an example of a business partner list. And this is an interactive list. For example, I could take the city, put it here and drag it to the header column. And now I see all my customers grouped by this city. I can eliminate this by just putting it back. So it's a very flexible way of working with the list. Maybe it is your own customers. For example, a salesperson that he only sees his own customers in that list. This is one way of showing it. And it's very simple. It's just a universal function which is behind it. And actually, the only thing we do is we have created a certain query behind it, which is giving you the information to show. Now, it's nice, but it can be we can go a step further. And with the same information, the same query that we have used, we can create a list like this, where we have the possibility to activate certain things. That in this case, we see that we have a credit limit. And when the balance sum is past the credit limit, I have put it in red. The same for here is depending on if it's something else than the code here, the group name, then it has to have another color in here. Or for example, as we see here, I've indicated when the city is Moscow, I want to have a certain icon on it. And these lists can be easily created on a daily basis. This is an example from business partners, but you can also do it an overview of your own offers, quotations that you are working on. And for example, when the delay date is passed, you can put the line in automatically in red, and then you know what you need to do for in that case. So it is the dashboards here are a very powerful tool that can be used. This is a little bit a quick overview of certain possibilities of our usability package. Here you see all the possibilities we have. There is a lot more that can be done. For example, here exchange rates, meaning that in the European Central Bank, we can on a daily basis pick up the exchange rates and put them automatically in the system. And even if we are closed for a week, we can say to the system, okay, once the first time I log in and you see that the daily rates are not filled in, go back, for example, 10 days and fill them in. So it's again a nice feature that is automatically added. Another a very powerful tool is Master Data Manager, as you see here. It's a tool which gives us the possibility to update in a fast way, for example, our business master data, meaning that we have the possibility to select, for example, all our customers with a condition and say, okay, you need to update a certain field and change that information in that field. It can be done in a very quick way. Of course, be careful that you don't give this functionality to all of your users, because it's not a good idea that everybody can change that in a straight way. I cannot go through all the things because I don't have that much time to do it. But now I want to focus a little bit on print and delivery. If you have other questions, you can ask them afterwards. Print and delivery is on top of our usability package, and this is a powerful tool which is changing the entire document way of printing, emailing. And to show you, I will select a sales order and I will start from that. And as you know, in a standard SAP, we have a document for a quotation, we have a document for a sales order, we have a document for a delivery. Now, what we did is we have to improve that. And with print and delivery, we will only use one document, which will be used for sales quotation, sales order, delivery, invoice, meaning that we only need to adapt one document. And if I go into the layout designer, the system will automatically ask, is it the standard SAP Business One functionality, or is it the B1 print and delivery functionality? Now we'll take this one. And what we can do with print and delivery is that behind each button in SAP Business One, we can define what we need to do. If we want to print, I can indicate that I need to print the report, which is a little bit the standard. That's one way of working. But for example, in the email button, I have created a multiple action button, meaning that if I email something, I will do all these activities, and I will not go in detail what is behind it, but I will show you what it does, because that's the most important thing. Meaning that if I send out an email, look to the bottom of my screen, I am doing a lot of things. First of all, I receive the standard a screen of SAP Business One asking, do you want to include some people to send out the mailing? You can include this message or not. Huh? You can activate, it's just activating by a flag. If I send email, so first of all, what happened? Of course, if I click on the button email, it has to send an email, but I can define what information needs to be in here. This is my sales order. So my sales order is automatically created. This is the document. That's easy. But here you see that automatically I have added some documents to it. So we have the ability when we send an email that automatically he has to look in a certain folder on the network, and all documents which are in that folder are automatically added to the email. It's very nice when, for example, you want to do a monthly proposition to your customers. Well, you can add it straight away just by copying it into that folder. So this is the mail. A second thing it did, it sent out a message to myself that I have copied, I have created something for this customer. That's the second thing I did. And I have created also automatically an activity for this customer. So if I go to this customer and I go into the related activities, I will see that today here on the 7th, I have sent an email with an attachment, meaning that at that moment I have sent out my order to the customer. So in one click, I have sent out a message, I have created an activity, and I did a lot more, and I will show you again what's behind these buttons. Email button here. So first of all, I have sent out my email, and here I have defined my additional attachment. Everything which is in this folder needs to be sent out automatically. I have created an activity and I've added my attachment to it. I have sent an internal message to my colleagues or to myself in this case. I have created a PDF file. In this, I've saved my report in a PDF file and put it on the network so it can be used later on. I also have created a XML file. And I also created, again, an XML file. And a CSV file. So behind one button, I can do multiple things and activate it. This is one of the powerful things.
Maybe because of the timing, Ben, it's good. I think you have shown very nice things of usability package and print and delivery. Maybe due to the time frame, you can open the Q&A sessions. Is that okay with you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, thank you, Ben, and thank you, Joris. Ben, it was a really great presentation from your side and demo. Just want to add some stuff regarding B1 Usability Package and B1 Print Delivery. You can as well check Boyom YouTube channel. They have the demo for all these add-ons, okay? And there are additional functionalities that are coming on a weekly basis, so they are putting these functionalities. For example, lately they have added the BS Cloud as well. Okay, so you can check it there on the YouTube channel. And if you need further demo on the applications or on these additional add-ons, okay, you can contact me on my email and we will arrange that ourselves. Okay. So we will leave now for Q&A. If you have any question, just unmute yourself and we can answer your question, or just write it down in the comment box. Just I will type again my email address, so if you need any clarification later on, you can just contact. So guys, any question for now? Question. I'm putting a field deposit to apply it following the rule. Yes, of course. Then you will do that through B1 validation. Chantal, you can do it on any field, not only on standard field of SAP. So you can manipulate this, and even you can make it for specific users as well. So you can do it for you can make it mandatory, for example, for whenever and it's not only on business partner master data. You can do it on any screen. And you can combine it with any screen. For example, if you want a mandatory feed on a sales order based on business partner master data, you can do that as well. And you can do it through the validation. For any major changes, okay, the Rahman, for the production module, this is not an extension for the production module. It is an extension for using Business One on top of it. So for the production module, you can do that. You can check BIAS. They have a full advanced manufacturing module, and we have as well BIAS Cloud, where you have more as well, smaller functionalities than the full BIAS, but it is as well powerful. And if you want to do that, we can show you a nice presentation on that. For Chantal, put a validation for emails to make sure correct emails. Yes, you can do that as well with the B1 Usability Package. You can do that. Yes, no, for Business One, it doesn't require any license for Business One, but you need to purchase B1 Usability Package license in this case. But there is no additional Business One. It is by packages of users, yes. You have a package of 5 users, okay, and additional user. I know that Chantal, you have big number of users, and we can discuss this with Boyum team, okay, how we can benefit from that, because you have as well different servers. But Chantal, if you want to use it right now, you can just install it and do some stuff, and we can give you a 20 days trial version of that. Does it have any? Yes, it is not improvement. Yeah, it's not improvement on authorization.
Hi, this is Chantal. Yes.
Yeah, Chantal. Okay. It's not improvement on. So, you cannot go to the authorization screen and do additional authorization, but on the level of each screen, you can do whatever you want. You can say that this field is mandatory based on some stuff, based on some additional requirement, okay, for specific user or for one user, you can, or for a group of users, you can do
that. Okay, but it doesn't mean that, for example, we cannot have a report to extract the modifications on the authorizations that took place.
No.
Okay.
No. So in the demo, he mentioned something about upgrade or update each 2 months. Automatic or anything. No, you have to install a file. Okay, it's an add-on. Okay, it's an add-on where you have to install the files. Okay, and you can download it and install it. You don't have to install it every month, but you can do. Any change on the approval process? This is because this is not related to approval as well. There's no changes on the approval. It is on top of Business One. How long does their subscription last? It is 12. You have 2 licenses schema. You have the on-premise schema, and you have as well the subscription schema. You can purchase it for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, or more than that, and each one has a discount percentage on that. But you can as well buy it on a user license base as well. Does it work on web SAP Business One? Yes, it works on the, right now it works on the web browser, the standard one, but not on the web client, the new web client. I think Joris and Ben can answer that more if this is correct or not. I don't know if in the future it will work on the web client. Ben, I think you're muted. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, sorry. To be honest, I don't know if it already works on the new web client, but they are looking into it. So.
Okay. Okay. But on the web browser, it will work on the traditional one. So, any other question, guys? Okay, to wrap up, thank you again for attending this webinar. As usual, we will send you the presentation, and we will send you as well all the video and the presentation and the recording, okay, to you, okay, for if you want to check it later on as well. And if you have any question, please let me know, okay, so just if you want additional information about the product. Thank you, guys, and see you in our next webinar as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.